We are here streaming live for Caged for a Cause 2025. If you didn't catch me on the other live streams, I'm Zoe. I'm the Director of Development here at the West Suburban Humane Society, and we have awesome volunteer fundraisers who are spending time in the kennel to raise money for the rescue dogs and cats here at the West Suburban Humane Society. So each of them has a goal to raise $2,500, which is the average cost of care, excluding medical expenses, for a dog or cat here at West Suburban. You can contribute to that at Caged for a Cause or by texting Caged 2025 to 71777. But first, let's introduce you to some of our awesome caged volunteers here. I'm gonna flip our camera around here and we'll start on this side.
Hello.
So first we have Leslie.
Hi.
So Leslie, introduce yourself. How are you involved here at West Suburban Humane Society?
Okay, so I do a couple of different things. I foster. I actually have 9 foster cats right now, but that's a mom and 8 babies. And then I also am on the transport team, so I bring a lot of the animals that come from outside or high euthanasia shelters to West Suburban.
Awesome. Why are you participating in Caged for a Cause today?
Well, I've lived in Downers Grove for over 25 years, and I actually adopted a cat from here a long time ago, and I just know how much great work the West Suburban Humane Society does, and it's been really great volunteering here at this shelter, and I love being involved here. It's just, they do so much good work. We do so much great work for our community, and it's just a great organization.
Absolutely. Do you have any pets?
I do. I have 4 cats of my own. I have Tonks, Luna, Oliver, and Pixie.
Awesome. And do you have a story of a cat or dog here that was impactful to you?
I do. In fact, the foster cat that I have right now, she's a really, really pretty, sweet tortie cat. Her name is Knox. And she was found outside in Downers Grove, pregnant in January. And it's so upsetting to think that, and she's so friendly. She was definitely somebody's pet. Somebody definitely put her outside in January, pregnant. And so March 3rd, she gave birth to 8 beautiful, sweet, fluffy kittens. And they're going to be available for adoption around the beginning of June. But she's the nicest cat. And it just breaks my heart that people would put any kind of animal out in the cold. So I'm so grateful that West Suburban Humane Society and other rescue organizations will take in animals like that and save them. And she's going to bring so much happiness to somebody because she is, like I said, she's just the nicest cat. And I'm so glad that I was able to help her and her 8 babies.
Well, that's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing, Leslie. Over here, we also have Shay. Shay works here at West Suburban Humane Society and has brought us a couple of newborn kittens that she's currently fostering. We're going to come back to that because we're going to see them bottle feed. All right. So over here we have Scott. So hello. Scott, introduce yourself. How are you involved here?
So I have been here as a volunteer for more than 9 years now. I started many years ago on the cleaning shift and then worked my way to the companion shift on the weekends. And it's how I spend my part-time is working with these wonderful shelter dogs.
That's awesome. So why are you participating in Caged for a Cause today?
So here's a picture of me on a walk with Rennie, and he's a recent success story. He just recently was adopted by his foster family, and Rennie is pretty much, she's sort of the poster child for what it is we do here at West Suburban, and that is find forever homes for amazing dogs that really just don't belong in shelters. They belong in people's homes where they can be loved and cared for.
That's awesome. And who do you have over here?
I have a little puppy, a new arrival, I would imagine, but having a good time with this bed.
Awesome. And do you have any pets?
I do. This is Coco, my little rescue. She came from a puppy mill. Actually, my wife drove all the way to Kentucky to rescue her, and she's incredibly tiny. She's actually smaller than this puppy, and she's full grown. So the puppy mill didn't want her, so they discarded her. So my wife rescued her from a shelter there. And so we rescue dogs at my house as well. So we take care of her, and she's our little girl.
Awesome. And is there anything else you want to share about a cat or dog here at West Suburban that was impactful for you?
You know, there's been so many over the years. I'm always amazed at the resilience, especially some of the dogs who end up staying here for a long time, and then they do find a home. That always makes us really happy.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being here, Scott. Next we have Dave, who's here with Richard.
Yeah.
So introduce yourself. How are you involved here at West Suburban Humane Society?
Yeah, so I'm Dave Welch. I've been involved with West Suburban for about 2 years, and now I am the vice president on the board of directors here.
Awesome. And why are you participating in Cage for a Cause today?
Well, this place is just so special. The volunteers, the staff, everybody who's involved in helping give these animals above and beyond care. And so I'm here just to do what little I can to help that mission.
That's awesome. So do you have any pets, Dave?
I do. I have 2 cats, one named Harley and one named Millie.
That's awesome. And tell us a story about an animal that impacted you here at West Suburban.
Well, Millie is our rescue cat. I came into the cattery here at West Suburban. I sat down, she curled up in my lap and would not leave. And she's such a sweetie. She's a snuggler, and she now has only 3 teeth, and yet she is a wonderful cat. And I would encourage anybody who's interested in looking for cats to go to the cattery and see if they could find one here.
Awesome. And I just want to mention, did I hear that you might be eating a dog biscuit at the end of this live stream?
Well, you might have heard that. Yeah, I think that might be true. I don't know why I did that, but I did.
That's right. You'll be able to catch Dave eating a dog treat live at the end of this live stream. So stick around, everybody. Next we have Marcy. Marcy, can you introduce yourself?
Yes, hi, I'm Marcy Levitz. I am one of the board members here at West Suburban and also a part-time volunteer.
Awesome. And why are you participating in Caged for a Cause today?
Well, you know, I volunteer on the dog side, and you see these dogs in here every day. They're stressed out in the kennel. We try to provide them as much love and support as we can in the short time that we're here. And so I just kind of wanted to put myself in their shoes to see what it's like to live within a small kennel like this and bring more awareness to people so that they can see that, you know, as best care that we're taking, that, you know, we're putting forth for these animals, it's still that we need to find their forever home, because this isn't the best place for them. They need to be in a loving home on a couch snuggled up with their future owners.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you have any pets of your own, Marcy?
I do. I have 4 dogs. 3 of them are rescues, not from here, but from local shelters around the area. I have Baxter, who's a Labradoodle. I have Trinket, who's a Cairn Terrier. Bandit is a Beagle, and my girl Luna is a Pit Bull mix.
Awesome. Is there a cat or dog whose story was impactful for you?
Yeah, actually, he was a Cyclops, and his name was Robbie. He was a Cyclops Pit Bull. My heart belongs to Pit Bulls, just because we all know the stories about them. They're hard to adopt out, and people have a certain, people have a certain persona of who they are, but most of them are the sweetest dogs that you'll ever meet, and Robbie was one of them. And he was in the shelter for quite a long time. And he got adopted out and unfortunately returned, but then he found his forever family, and he's been with them for, I want to say, going on 2 years. So I'm just really happy to see that he was one of our great success stories.
Awesome. Thank you, Marcy. Next we have Kim, who's here with Blueberry.
Blueberry, you say hi?
So Kim, introduce yourself.
So I'm Kim Saneri Kupum. I live in Downers Grove, and I am a new board member at the West Suburban Humane Society.
Awesome. Why are you participating in Cage for a Cause today?
Well, as you can see, I immediately wanted a dog in a cage with me, but very similar to what Marcy said, it's so hard to see all of these animals, dogs and cats, in these cages, and I wanted to help raise money to make a difference in all of these animals' lives, and also experience what it is like to be in a cage. And while it's okay, it's temporary, it's hard to see these animals have been here for a while because they deserve warm beds and lots of loves and snuggles and treats. And so we're doing everything we can to help all these animals find a fantastic home by participating in this fundraiser.
Awesome. And do you have any pets of your own, Kim?
I do. I have a pit bull mix named Joey Triviani, and he is 8 years old, and he is the funniest dog I think I've ever met. But he's awesome. But he's from a rescue or a rescue, local rescue.
Awesome. Is there a story of an animal that has impacted you?
I mean, I don't have a very specific one. I have been following the shelter for the Humane Society for a long time, and I see long-term dogs, and then I see them get adopted, and it just makes me so happy. And so I think everything that the Humane Society does to support these animals locally is very impactful.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Well, now that you've met our volunteer fundraisers, we're going to see some newborn kittens, and Shay's going to explain a little bit about them.
Hi, I'm Shay. I'm an adoption counselor here at West Suburban Humane Society, and I'm also a bottle baby mama. These are two kittens that came in the other day. This one is Skittles. This one is Hershey. They're about 3 days old. You can tell by their umbilical cords. You know, they're about to fall off, but you know, they're not quite ready. They typically fall off about 5 days. They were found abandoned outside by their mama. And the reason we can tell they were abandoned is because they were cold, which means the mom had not been near them in a long time. So they were dropped off at Will County, and Will County did not have the resources to take care of them, so they called us, and Lexi, our foster coordinator, he's a climber, called me, and she's like, hey, I have 2 bottle babies, can you come pick them up in an hour? And I was like, yes. So I told my partner, who is a real trooper in all of this, I was picking up 2 bottle babies, and he said, all right. But these guys are very high maintenance. They have to be fed every 2 hours around the clock their first 2 weeks of life, and then it goes every 3 hours, and every 4 hours, every 6 hours, every 8. So they were ready to eat at 2. It's now 2:12, so they are very hungry. So we got some milk ready for them right now. They get about 2 syringes of this every 2 hours each. Yes, Skittles is ready. So basically what we do is we take the little fake nipple and we put it in their mouth. And then we kind of just gently push the thing at the same time as they're suckling. And you can see they'll still do like some stuff, like she'll lift her paws like she's up against her mama. Of course, she's not doing it now that she's on camera. He might, yeah. He was just doing it. That's the way, yes, making biscuits. That's how they get the milk out of their mama faster. But unfortunately, they're not with their mama. They're with us, so.
And it's important to keep them on their bellies when we're bottle feeding.
Oh, yes.
Because if we put them on their back like a human baby, they can aspirate. But this is the way they would, normally, if their mom was here, they'd be on their bellies. And so it's really important that we keep them, but we also keep them on their bellies while they're eating.
There we go.
Yeah. Oh, taking a break.
And why is it scary for kittens to be orphaned at this young age?
At this age, they are severely, severely fragile. It's very hard because a lot of times these babies these size, if they're abandoned by their mom, they will not make it. So, especially with the amount of care that goes into their needs, we have to do everything with them. They can't go to the bathroom by themselves, they can't eat by themselves, and that's basically the only 2 things. They can't generate heat, so we're constantly putting them on heat sources and making sure they're warm. They have to drink warm milk, they have to be warm in order to drink warm milk.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually dangerous to feed a kitten that's cold. You need to, if you find a kitten outside and it's cold, make sure you get it warmed up before you feed it.
Well, that's good to know.
The best way I've learned to warm up a kitten is with body heat, but
Yes.
these kittens are already warm, so unfortunately you're not getting that kind of show on this live.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have in their carrier here, we have a heating pad that's pretty large for them to sit on,
We got
especially
2.
compared to 2 heating pads, 1 for each of them, to keep them nice and toasty, since they don't have their mom to keep them warm.
Yeah, as I mentioned, I also helped transport, and we had a kitten that was not doing well,
And so I took it straight to the vet and I just tucked it into my shirt and drove with the kitten tucked into my shirt to keep it nice and warm.
You gotta do what you gotta do when you're rescuing these fragile animals.
Yeah. So she's done about her syringe and a half. She said, I'm done. I'm no longer eating.
So can they see or hear?
No, actually, kittens cannot see or hear for the first 2 weeks of their life. They are completely blind.
Wow.
So again, they are very, very helpless creatures.
Get it on? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Get
So
some more.
now that she is done with her bottle, she's a very fast eater. I'm gonna wipe her mouth, and then normally the mom licks them to get them to burp, but I'm not gonna lick her. So normally I take my finger and I just gently pat. We'll see if we'll get a big burp. Normally she's a gassy baby. Yeah.
I had one of those. A human baby that had the same problem.
Yeah. Oh, I just felt it. And there we go. And
Good
typically,
job.
At this time, we make them go to the bathroom after they eat again. But I'm not going to show that on camera because
Yeah, what?
that might be a turnoff for some people.
Oh, and this one's
You want some
still
more?
having a little
You
bit.
want some more?
I said, yes.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. When they get a little older, sometimes their ears will wiggle while they are sucking on the bottle, and it's super cute to
It
see them
is.
doing that.
Wow.
Come on. Come on, you can do it. You can do it.
And you guys warm up the milk too, right?
Yes.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anything that can make them cold is dangerous, especially at this age. They cannot regulate their own body temperatures at this age.
Yes.
Yeah, when a kitten comes in this young, how old do they have to be before they are able to be adopted?
So we don't go by age for adoptions. We actually go by weight. So once kittens reach 3 pounds, 3 pounds is our best rule of thumb, then they are ready to go out and be adopted.
Wow. And these guys are definitely not 3
Oh
pounds
gosh,
yet.
they're not even they're not even half a pound.
yeah.
Yeah.
He is 125 grams and she is 118, at least when I weighed them this
Wow.
morning. Which is honestly a pretty good weight for their age.
Yeah.
'Cause- Yeah.
Generally speaking, they reach about 3 pounds at about 3 months of age.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kittens typically gain a pound a month. But, you know, sometimes they can give you a little chubby and reach that at 2.5. Yeah, I know.
Wow. Well, thank you guys so much
Of
for
course.
sharing this with. Bye. Say bye. Say bye. We hope you grow up nice and healthy and strong.
Well, they've got the
Yes.
best chance.
Yes, they
Okay.
do. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Everyone say bye. Okay. All right. Next, we're gonna see a little bit more about the pups we have over here. We're gonna start with Blueberry. Is Blueberry still over here?
Yeah.
Blueberry. So this is Blueberry. Blueberry is adoptable on our website. You can learn more at wshs-dg.org/adopt. Blueberry is a Great Pyrenees. Yeah.
Big baby.
Yeah, and he loves going on walks and getting pet and treats, everything.
He's a
Mm-hmm.
very sweet boy.
Over here, we have, a sleepy puppy.
This is Hattie. I'm not sure exactly how old she is, but she's been sleeping this whole time. I even held her in my arms and she was sleeping. So we're looking for a sleepy baby. Come see Hattie.
Oh. And over here we have Richard.
Richard, he's very treat motivated.
Oh yeah, Richard
He
loves
loves
treats.
the
You're a
treats.
good boy, Richard.
Yeah. Can you see? Can you see? Yeah. Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy. Yeah. Good job. Really, really energetic, really sweet.
Awesome. And over here, hiding under the towel, we got Hops. Say hi. Oh, another little puppy to say hi to. So as a reminder, all the donations raised today goes to help these sweet animals and the above and beyond rescue care we have here at West Suburban Humane Society. And these paw prints here For every donor, we put a new paw print up on the wall to showcase and to thank all of you so much for all of your donations. And now we are getting on to the next part here, which is where Dave is going to eat a dog biscuit. Because, and you can donate in his honor for eating this dog biscuit. So
Oh,
Dave, are you
yummy.
ready to try a dog biscuit for the first time ever?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right, we have it here. Carolyn here has a dog biscuit. This is,
Dave.
all right, here we go.
Good boy, Dave.
So walk us through the flavor here, Dave. How's it taste?
Oh, really no. No.
Richard wants it.
No.
You gonna share?
No, Richard.
Richard can have his own. Yeah.
Richard wants some.
We'll get Richard one too.
It's really kind of bland, honestly.
Wow.
But it's not terrible. But if I had to live on this for a while, it wouldn't be the end of the world.
Should we hand one over for Richard? Richard should have his own. Richard, you get to join Dave in having a treat.
Oh, yeah. Come on,
There you
Richard.
go.
He likes them more than I do.
So while you're eating this dog biscuit, tell everyone why they should donate.
Because the money will go to take care of these animals and to feed these animals. And $500 takes care of one of our animals. We don't always adopt with fees that take care of that, and if they have a medical condition, we're not able to cover that cost. So we need your support to help these animals and give them the above and beyond care that they deserve.
Awesome. Now we're gonna keep filming while you eat the rest of the dog biscuit.
You don't trust me?
Go,
No, you're
Dave.
doing go Dave, go Dave.
Go, Dave.
Woo!
Leslie told me she would eat some in solidarity.
Oh,
No, she's changing her mind.
Richard still wants to eat.
There's
Oh,
still some
Richard's
more-
getting
There's still some more
his.
left.
Yeah, he is enjoying that dog biscuit.
Are these homemade?
They're from Trader Joe's, so
There you go.
you're okay.
Trader Joe's sponsor us.
There you go.
I mean, it has all natural ingredients. I think you're good.
Yeah. Mm. I honestly thought it would be worse. So.
Oh, good to know. Good to know.
This isn't terrible. So anybody who wants to eat these is not too bad.
That's all you have in your house.
Would you like to try some?
If anyone else wants a dog biscuit, we can make it happen.
She's got plenty from Trader Joe's.
Oh, good job, Dave! Thank you for eating a dog biscuit to get another donation today. All right. Now, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. These sweet animals all are why we're doing this today and why these amazing volunteers are spending time in the kennel. We have one more live stream today, so make sure to catch us on TikTok at 3 o'clock. Thank you, everybody. Happy Cage for a Cause Day.
Wait, Zoe, did you get my shirt?
Oh, Libby.
She wanted a lunch now or something.